The shadow presence. For years, a mysterious mansion in the shadows of the town had been the source of countless stories and fears. The dark history of this mansion kept the townsfolk on edge. Young journalist Alex, determined to uncover the truth, decides to investigate the legendary mansion and opens its door, stepping into an atmosphere filled with the scent of ancient upholstery and a silent melody. As Alex explores the mansion, the first floor's grand hall seems to echo with the voices of people who once gathered there. The second floor reveals an old library filled with dusty books and echoes of lived experiences. On the third floor, a haunting melody resonates from the rooms that once held the beds of those who lived in the mansion. Captivated by the haunting melody, Alex delves into old photo albums, discovering a love story within the mansion's past. However, this love story is shrouded in jealousy and betrayal. The ghosts of the mansion's residents manifest in the photographs, telling their own dramatic tales. As the days pass, the mansion draws Alex in. With every revelation, the number of ghosts wandering the mansion increases. Alex becomes entangled in the shadows and presences, feeling the boundaries between past and present blur. As night falls, peculiar events begin in the mansion. Doors close on their own, the melody intensifies, and the shadows start to dance. Alex realizes that the mansion is not only haunted by the ghost of its past, but also by a living ghost, a spectral presence tied to its former inhabitants. Echoes of regret as Alex continued to unravel the enigmatic history of the mansion. Each step deeper into the past seemed to amplify the paranormal occurrences. The haunting melody grew louder, intertwining with the whispers of the ghosts who wandered the halls. One evening, Alex stumbled upon an old diary hidden among the dusty shelves of the second-floor library. The diary belonged to Eleanor, a young woman who once lived in the mansion. As Alex turned its fragile pages, the inked words revealed a tale of forbidden love and tragic choices. Eleanor had been deeply in love with a servant named William, a love forbidden by the strict social hierarchy of the time. Their secret rendezvous in the mansion's hidden corners spoke of stolen moments and whispered promises. However, when their affair was discovered, the consequences were dire. The mansion's master, a man of wealth and influence, banished William from the estate and forced Eleanor into a loveless marriage. The echoes of their shattered dreams reverberated through the mansion, leaving behind a palpable sorrow that even time couldn't erase. As Alex delved into Eleanor's story, the paranormal activities intensified, shadows took on more defined shapes, and the mansion seemed to pulse with a supernatural energy. Alex felt a growing connection to the spirits, as if the tragic love story had imbued the very walls of the mansion with an emotional resonance. One stormy night, Alex made a startling discovery in the attic, a hidden room adorned with symbols and artifacts hinting at occult practices. It became evident that someone, perhaps a desperate soul seeking redemption, had attempted to communicate with the other side. As the clock struck midnight, the mansion came alive with ghostly apparitions. The spectral figures of Eleanor and William appeared, their faces etched with regret and longing. The haunting melody reached its crescendo, creating an ethereal symphony that echoed through the entire mansion. Driven by a desire to free the trapped spirits, and put an end to the mansion's curse, Alex decided to unravel the mysteries of the hidden room. The symbols hinted at a ritual, a chance to bridge the gap between the living and the dead. Little did Alex know that delving into the occult secrets of the mansion would lead to unforeseen consequences. The shadows, once mere observers, began to manifest in a more ominous form, threatening to consume not only the spirits of the past, but also the living presence of Alex. As the second part of this haunting tale unfolds, the line between reality and the supernatural blurs, and the echoes of regret become louder, drowning the mansion and its secrets in an unrelenting symphony of despair. Will Alex find a way to break the curse, or will the mansion's tragic past continue to cast its shadow over the living and the dead? Harmony of redemption. As the spectral symphony of despair reached its crescendo, within the haunted mansion, Alex stood at the precipice of both the living and the supernatural. The ominous shadows, now taking tangible forms, seemed to pulse with malevolent energy, threatening to ensnare not only the tormented spirits, but also the inquisitive journalist driven by an unwavering determination. Alex deciphered the cryptic symbols in the hidden room and uncovered the ritual that could potentially free the trapped souls. The time had come to confront the echoes of regret that permeated every inch of the mansion. The storm outside raged in response to the imminent confrontation, as if the very elements were attuned to the cosmic struggle between the living and the spectral. Alex began the ritual, each incantation echoing through the mansion's corridors like a plea for salvation. Eleanor and William's apparitions appeared, their faces etched with a mixture of gratitude and trepidation. The haunting melody transformed, no longer carrying the weight of sorrow, but resonating with hope and redemption. The shadows, once threatening, now seemed to wane in the presence of the harmonious incantations. As the ritual unfolded, a blinding light emanated from the symbols on the floor, enveloping the entire mansion. The spirits, caught in a timeless purgatory, found solace in the embrace of the ethereal light. Slowly they ascended, their forms dissipating like mist in the morning sun. Yet, as the final notes of the melody lingered, an unexpected presence materialized in the room. The mansion's master, the one who had orchestrated the tragic fate of Eleanor and William, appeared with a visage of remorse. His spectral form seemed trapped, unable to find peace. Realizing that the key to complete the ritual lay in forgiveness, Alex extended an understanding hand toward the tormented spirit. In that moment, the mansion's master, too, began to ascend, his ethereal form merging with the vanishing specters of Eleanor and William. As the last echoes of the haunting melody faded, the storm outside subsided, and an eerie calm settled over the mansion. The shadows, once menacing, now dispersed, leaving behind a newfound serenity. The once haunted mansion, now free from the shackles of its tragic past, stood silent and majestic. Alex, having played the role of mediator between the living and the dead, stepped out into the crisp night air, feeling a sense of accomplishment and closure. The townsfolk, who had long avoided the mansion, witnessed its transformation. Without the tale of the haunted mansion became one not of fear, but of redemption and the power of forgiveness. As the sun rose on a new day, the mansion stood as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the capacity for redemption, reminding everyone that even the darkest echoes of the past can be transformed into a harmonious melody of hope